Nothing should be moving there. Between galaxies, there is almost nothing. No stars, no planets, no light. Just vast, cold, ancient darkness stretching for millions of light years. According to everything we know about physics, objects don't travel freely through that emptiness. And yet, something did. NASA and international observatories recently detected an object moving through intergalactic space. Not orbiting a galaxy, not bound to any star system, but traveling alone through the void between galaxies. That single observation raises a disturbing question. What kind of object can survive and move in a place where almost nothing exists? To understand why this discovery is so unsettling, we need to understand what lies between galaxies. Intergalactic space is not just empty space. It is one of the most extreme environments in the universe. Temperatures approach absolute zero. There is virtually no matter to interact with, no gravitational anchors, no familiar reference points. Even light struggles to tell us what's happening there. Most objects in the universe are bound by gravity. Stars orbit galaxies, planets orbit stars, and even rogue planets usually remain within a galaxy's gravitational influence. Leaving a galaxy is not easy. To escape a galaxy's gravity, an object must reach incredible speeds, often millions of kilometers per hour, usually as the result of violent cosmic events like supernova explosions or close encounters with supermassive black holes. But those events are rare, and the objects they eject are even rarer. That's why when astronomers noticed something moving through intergalactic space, alarms quietly went off in the scientific community. This wasn't supposed to be common. In fact, it wasn't supposed to happen at all. The object was detected indirectly, not through visible light, but through its interaction with surrounding space. Its movement suggested it had enough velocity to not only escape a galaxy, but continue traveling through the void between them. This immediately narrowed down the possibilities. One candidate is something known as a hypervelocity object, bodies accelerated to extreme speeds when they pass close to supermassive black holes. In these encounters, one object gets captured while another is violently flung away, sometimes fast enough to leave an entire galaxy behind. In theory, this mechanism could eject stars, planets, or other massive objects into intergalactic space. But here's the problem. Hypervelocity stars are already rare. Hypervelocity planets are even rarer. And hypervelocity objects that survive the journey between galaxies without being torn apart, slowed down, or lost forever, that's almost unheard of, which leads scientists to consider another possibility: dark matter. Dark matter makes up roughly 85% of all matter in the universe, yet we cannot see it, touch it, or detect it directly. We only know it exists because of its gravitational effects. Some scientists believe this object could be a massive concentration of dark matter moving through intergalactic space. If that's true, it would be one of the first times we've observed dark matter behaving like a discrete object rather than an invisible background force. That alone would rewrite parts of modern physics, but even this explanation has problems because dark matter doesn't usually clump together so neatly. It forms halos around galaxies, not isolated travelers drifting through the void. So what else could it be? Another hypothesis points to something even more unsettling: relics from the early universe. In the first moments after the Big Bang, the universe was chaotic beyond imagination. Energy densities were extreme, and space itself behaved differently. Exotic objects may have formed under conditions that no longer exist today. One example is primordial black holes. Hypothetical black holes formed not from collapsing stars, but directly from fluctuations in the early universe. Some could be small, others massive, and some may still be roaming the universe today. A primordial black hole moving through intergalactic space would be nearly invisible, detectable only through subtle gravitational effects. If the object detected is one of these relics, then it is older than galaxies themselves, older than stars, older than everything we see in the night sky. And that raises a chilling thought. If ancient objects like this still wander between galaxies, how many others are out there unseen? Then there is the idea that makes scientists deeply uncomfortable, even if they rarely say it out loud: artificial origin. To be clear, No one at NASA is claiming this object is alien technology, but science works by eliminating possibilities, and sometimes the remaining explanations force uncomfortable conversations. An object moving purposefully through intergalactic space would require unimaginable energy and engineering. No natural propulsion system we know of could sustain controlled motion in such an environment. Yet advanced theoretical concepts exist: self-contained probes, autonomous interstellar or even intergalactic travelers, machines designed to survive for millions of years, crossing the void between galaxies. If a civilization existed millions or billions of years before humanity, their technology might not look like spaceships. It might look like nothing at all, just a moving anomaly. And here's where things get even stranger. This isn't the first time we've detected something like this. In recent years, astronomers identified interstellar objects passing through our own solar system. Oumuamua was the first, an object that entered, passed through, and exited our system without slowing down. Its shape was unusual, its acceleration didn't match normal physics, and it showed no clear signs of being a comet. Then came Borisov, another visitor from outside our solar system. Now imagine scaling that up, not interstellar but intergalactic. Objects not just visiting star systems, but crossing the space between entire galaxies. Suddenly, the universe feels much less static, much less empty, and far more active than we once believed. So why doesn't NASA talk about this more openly? Because discoveries like this are fragile. They rely on indirect data, complex models, and careful interpretation. Announcing too much too soon risks being wrong, and in science, credibility is everything. But silence doesn't mean ignorance. Behind the scenes, models are being tested, simulations are running, and old assumptions are being questioned. One assumption is already breaking: the idea that intergalactic space is quiet. It may not be. It may be filled with travelers, remnants of ancient cosmic violence, dark matter structures, or things we don't yet have names for. Objects moving through the void, unnoticed for billions of years, until now. And the most unsettling part is not what this object is, but what it implies. If something can move freely between galaxies, then the boundaries we thought existed don't really exist at all. Galaxies are not isolated islands. They are part of a dynamic, interconnected cosmic ocean, and we are floating in it. So the next time you look at the night sky and see darkness between distant galaxies, remember this: that darkness might not be empty. Something could be moving through it right now, and we might only be beginning to notice.